Hello, I'm Julia and welcome to my garden. It's Sunday the 2nd of June. I'm getting better at this, aren't I? It's about, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning and it's raining again. So I'm in the greenhouse again. I'm not going to be though, I'm just going to have to brave the weather and go outside, but I'm not going to do very much today. Quite a lot done yesterday, which I'll show you later when it's drier. I think it's going to be passing showers, so I'll be able to bob in and out. So yeah, I'm going to plant out my giant sunflowers. They're quite tall. It's going to be a bit of a feat, and I am moving them into, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to give it a try. Where I had them, where I was resting them, where I was planning on putting them, the slugs are getting up into the pots and they're eating the base of the stems, so I'm not going to put them there. When I find those slugs, by the way, they're going in the bucket of salt water. So I'm going to plant them in this little 4 foot by 4 foot bed up here, in the centre of where I've got sweet peas in the wigwam of TP. TP? Wigwam of TP? Nah. I'm going to put them in the centre of where I've got the sweet peas. So I think that'll work, because then I can use the canes from the wigwam to tie the sunflowers to, but the sweet peas are so far behind the sunflowers that the sunflowers should be up, you know, at the top of the teepee before the sunflowers get even close. That's the theory. So I'm going to set the camera up in the greenhouse so it stays dry while I plant out those sunflowers. They're only the first 2 that are going out. I've got so many more of them I've got to find good sunny spots for. But these 2 were my first 2 and I want to protect them. I have actually got 3, but the other one's not getting attacked where it is, so I'm thinking, would it be good to put it in with the 2 courgettes that I've got in the tyre? Might. Might not. Don't know. I'll have to have a think about that one. Anyway, in the greenhouse things are going well. The flower is now open on it, so I think I'm going to pollinate that. I've got some paintbrushes inside. I'm going to make sure it's been pollinated, because I went online and did my research, and on this variety, the Beta Alpha, you leave the male flowers on so that they can pollinate the cucumbers. It's supposed to be quite sweet, small cucumbers, so I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to hand pollinate them just to make sure, and I might do that with some of my tomatoes as well. Luckily I've got several paintbrushes, so we'll be okay. Keep one for the tomatoes and one for the cucumbers. Alright, I'm going to set the camera up. These are the sunflowers. Show you this one. Look. I think you can see the slugs have been eating away at the base. It doesn't seem to have affected its health too much at the moment. I think it will if I leave it where it was. So they're coming in this bed. Right in the middle in there. around the other side, do the other one. They look smaller in the bed. Because they are. Look at that. That one got it even worse. Poor thing, there's nearly nothing left. Oh, see if it survives. Help the reader system, right? I'll restake it in a minute. Not big enough that way. Well, all I can really say is fingers crossed. That's all I can do. And I hope that they'll be okay. Things. Yeah. Well, that's probably about as good as I can get it for them. Fingers crossed they'll survive. I might have just caught them in time. We'll see. Certainly keep you posted. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. It's there, look. There's the turnips have started producing now, making nice balls. We've had a couple already. And they're very delicious. Much nicer when you can pick them and then have it on your table within 5 minutes. Well, on your chopping board within 5 minutes. They're so different, so fresh, so delicious. Oh, look. Beans. My first sign of broad beans, hurrah! These I'm very worried about. They're the yard-long beans. They just do not look happy at all. Neither the red nor the green. I'm going to leave them and see what happens. And I do have some more seeds, so I'm going to plant those in pots in the greenhouse and grow them in there and see if that helps. But these ones, poor things, not looking too happy. The dwarf Barlotti beans, on the other hand, have a little bit of yellowness here and there. I'm actually doing quite good. Oh, look at those poor things. Those are the yard-long beans as well. They are not happy. And oh my goodness, how many midges are there out here this morning? It's only 6:30 in the morning, I think. Look at the mist. Let me see the mist. Sorry if you hear me blowing, it's because the bloody midges are all over me. Good morning. I'm Julia, as always. It's rained a lot. It's not stopped. since that video, the earlier part of this video, I was going to do a garden tour, but it hasn't stopped raining. And raining, and raining, and raining, and raining. So I've been working in the greenhouse, getting things semi-sorted. I'm going to show you in a minute. It's changed quite a lot. It's all set up, almost all set up for summer growing now. I'll show you how things are going, and we'll check out up on that little cucumber. Fingers crossed it's still growing. Okay, I'm going to try and show you this. It's a little bit tight on the angle in here. I've moved all the shelving out, most of it. There's only that bit of shelving left in the corner because it's too difficult to move. And anyway, it's good for storing all my plant pots and things on now. But I had the metal arches that I've used outside and linked with canes. I had 3 of them left. So I've brought them in here and I have put them up inside the greenhouse for my plants that are going to be climbing in here to grow up. So I've got planters on both sides, those sides, and I'll talk you through what we've got going on. So we have got watermelon on this side, and there's one on the other side as well. We've got Armenian yard-long cucumber and crystal lemon cucumber in there, both still quite young. There are peppers. There are lots of different sorts of peppers and chilies in here. These are in the troughs along the front. And then there's the tomatoes behind them in grow bags with pots in the top, quite large pots. I don't know if you can see. I think they're about 10 or 15 litres. And then they're sat on top of a grow bag so that the tomatoes can get plenty of root action going on. And we've got flowers. I don't see any fruit set yet, but fingers crossed. We certainly get enough bugs in here because when it is warm, I leave the doors open and we're getting bugs in to do the germinating. Behind the tomatoes in shopping bags, you know, the big woven nylon type ones. I didn't have enough pots, so I thought I have got enough bags, so I cut slits in the bottom for drainage and planted my melons on into them, and they seem to be doing really well. Look at that one going for it. And then I've got more melons in there. That one is nearly big enough to tie up, but not quite yet, and that one's got a little way to go. And then in there, guess what? More melons. I think those are the Minnesota midgets. And they won't be too long before they need tying up as well. In front of in the pots that you saw me put them in last week, are the cucumbers. There's a baby cucumber there. It's not the one we saw last week though, is it? Where has it gone? It might be on the other plant. Ah, there it is. Still going for it. So we'll see what comes of our first cucumber, shall we? More peppers in front of there. These are the dahlias. Look what the slugs did to them when they were outside, hardening off. Ooh. I'm hopeful that they'll be okay. I've brought them in here because I needed to go and buy some more pots to get them potted up into. So I think they'll be okay. What have we got here? These might actually be the crystal lemons. Oh no, these are the Market More cucumbers that are just waiting to go out. That's some of the basil that I did the cuttings of. They seem to be doing okay at the moment. And those are the parent plants starting to grow back again. More cucumbers, and then again starting to get little cukes growing on them. So we'll see what comes of them. More melons in bags. One in a pot. Yep, one in a pot. Can't remember what sort. It'll be on the label in there somewhere. Tomatoes. Still no signs of setting fruits. Let's see. I'll just keep watching, see what happens. Something will come of it at some point. More melons. I think those are the ambrosia. I think, yes they are. I can see the label now. They're ambrosias. They're tied in. They seem to be happy in there. The bags seem to be working. The tomatoes in big pots again, with cups sunk in at the side of them so that I can get some feed and water right down into, oh excuse me, right down into the roots. These two, this one and, oh excuse me, hiccups. This one and this one are a raff, and the others, that one there and these three, are all the Italian plum type one called Ildi. Not Ildi. Not at all Ildi. Roma. I remember just as I picked up the label. Roma. So, there we are. So that's them. The grapevine is finding the arch, which it's not really supposed to do. It is finding the arch, so I guess I'm just going to have to let it do its thing. Look. Try and train it up. Oh, it's still only in its pot though. I do worry about it still being in there. I know it's a hungry plant and it's certainly growing like the clappers. Ideally what I want to do is on the other side of the greenhouse where these slats are, take out two of the top slats, plant the rootstock outside and grow the vine inside. But at the other side of my greenhouse, there's a load of junk been chucked, all the cardboard for doing the next beds, and a load of polystyrene. I need to go to the tip and get rid of all that. And then in this area here, I can dig the hole. I'm going to grow the grapevine, it's a black Hamburg, in a large tub that I've got that will be semi-sunk into the ground, because I suspect our water table is quite high here. So I'm going to try and raise it a little bit so that it can get its roots further down. Fingers crossed it'll work, otherwise I'm going to lose one perfectly beautiful plant. What else have we got? That's the other watermelon that's in a bag, and happy to be so. These are cucumbers, that's crystal lemon. That's a very, very sad looking something or other. Can't remember. And that's another very sad one of those something or others that I can't remember. Armenian yardlongs. But I've got one good plant, so that's okay. It's a try. These are some tomato suckers I took from the plants outside, and they're going to get treated nicely and be brought in here. Then I'll get another couple of grow bags and put them somewhere. These are the three of the okra plants, but it looks to me like I am losing that one. But these two are looking pretty okay. I don't know. I've never grown okra before. I think they're looking pretty okay. They seem to be. They're putting, I don't know. The new growth seems very yellow. Could be the shock of the move. But look, there's a bud. So it can't be too terrible. Surely it can't be too terrible if there's a bud. Oh. We'll know soon enough, Ah well. We'll know soon enough. So that's really the change in the greenhouse. It's all set up. I've still got to sort all that pile of stuff out off there. Oh, those are the peas. The Hearst green shaft that I sowed in the tray the other day. I think you saw me do them because it was wet and it was something to do. So, tasks for today are getting out the rain. I did bring some seeds out with me to plant up, but I might do that a bit later on when those midges have moved off a bit. Go and buy some more pots, I suppose, and pot up those dahlias. I got some dahlias outside as well. They don't seem to have been affected by the slugs. It seemed to have been these ones that are in the trays. The ones in the pots are faring better. I guess I'm going to have to go and buy some more compost as well. But I'm going to go, I don't know. I don't know whether I'll go all the way down to B&Q or not. There's a shop much closer that's selling compost that's quite a good price actually, so I might go there. Those tomato flowers are looking very pretty. They look promising. We'll soon see. The ones outside, poor things, are just drenched. At least I'm not having to water them. This rain has got to stop at some point, eh? Then we might get something done. Well, I'm sorry there's not been a lot to show you today. I really want to take you on a garden tour because things have moved on a lot, despite and because of the rain. If it dries up later on this afternoon, I'll try again then. Otherwise, if there's nothing after this, you know it didn't dry up and there was nothing else to film for you. Yes, I can feel midges. I'm going to get eaten. Even in here I can feel midges. It's so chilly. Inside the greenhouse it is 8.5 degrees. Inside the greenhouse in June. One day this greenhouse is going to be full of beautiful things. It's not long off. The sun is going to come out, the plants are going to grow, the garden's going to be miles high in beans and tomatoes. I'm not at all jealous of all the people that I watch out there in America who've got tomatoes already on the plants. No, it's fine. We'll get there in our own little, in our own little time. We're going to get there. I'm going to have peas. The peas are growing really well. Show you those. When the weather dries up, what can I do? I think next week, towards the end of next week, looking at the 10-day forecast, I think we've got possibly some nice weather coming. I don't want to say. Shh. I don't want to say it too loud. I don't want to jinx it. Please send us some sunshine. It'll happen. The garden will grow. It will grow. If it hasn't all washed away down the hill by then. Trust in nature, Julia. Trust in nature. Anyway, this is me signing off for today. For now. On another wet, grey, drippy Lancashire day. See you next time.